It's a never-ending battle. Golly, look at that. Man, stuff never stops breaking. There we go. New tube and tire. Beautiful.
I'm seeing a ton of bait activity on here. I'm not sure what's going on, but I saw these huge bait balls getting busted on. So I'm just gonna kind of glide in there and see what we've got going on. There's a little nurse shark trying to be sly. But I'm not sure if they're finger mullets or pilchards, but that's a good sign. We're looking for bait. All right, we are out on the backside. That shark sitting there at the little shipwreck here by Jurassic Island, I call it. And yeah, finally got a break in the wind. It's just a one-day event, so it's taking off there. So I got to take advantage of it. It's a Fantasy Fest week, so I had to Goombay this weekend. Yesterday was the zombie bike ride. Today I'm missing my favorite part, which is the pet parade, Halloween parade, but it's just one window today. That's it. The rest of the month is blown out, so I'm taking advantage of it. See, look at all those snappers there, all lined up inside there. But I wanted to come out to the backside since I haven't been here before, even before Hurricane Irma. So we're a month and a half probably since I've been back here, so I didn't know what to expect. I'm very surprised the water quality is so much better out here, so that's a good thing. I see a few flats boats out, so that's also a good thing. I've heard some good reports about guys getting on some bone fishing permit if you could find the clean water, so that's kind of the other thing I wanted to do. Unfortunately, I can't do any follow-up. I'm not really prepared with any baits and stuff for flats fishing, but we'll see if I can net something around here. But otherwise, it's kind of a scouting event that's going to be wasted because I doubt if I'll be able to get back out here until November-ish, if it cleans up at least. But anyways, that is the plan. We're just going to hit these islands. I want to check my pilchard spot right over there. If I get a bucket full of pilchards, I'll be happy. Maybe go check Isla Agua, see if the tarpon, the juveniles, are hanging out there. I've got some chum, so I might be able to burn that off, but otherwise we're just gonna see what's out and about and play around a bit. Look at all these snappers. Holy moly, they're good ones too. Oh. Look how many there are. Holy crap. They're decent sized ones too. Not bad. Yeah, I definitely think I could catch a limit here. He just snagged himself. Man, they are hungry, definitely. Look at that. Put a pilchard down there, that would be a bad day coming for him. Look at all those snappers. There's some big ones came out when I first threw on them, so I don't know. We'll put a pin in this place. Yeah, see, there's some decent ones chasing it, but yeah, just not the right bait for here. Well, that's good to know. So let's go see if we can find some bait. That dude ate my lure. No, don't go in there. Don't go in there. Ate my jig, my blue and white jig. Need that back. That's one thing, these nurse sharks are just scavengers. Give me my jig back. Don't break my rod tip. Oh, there he goes. Yeehaw. Let's see. And that hook didn't bend. Wow. Huh. Looks like somebody's 6-pack or 8-pack of lifesavers went bye-bye, as well as their storage box. I'm not sure what condition that is, but it is not the Yeti that I'm looking for to find and salvage. That would be too nice. But I don't need life jackets and I don't need room for them at the moment, so maybe next trip I'll pick these up. But I've actually got one of those inside my storage just in case already. But never know what you're going to find out here. I found a school of pilchards. They're small ones, small to mediums. So I guess I'll throw a net on some of those, and then that'll allow me to just do some fun fishing and smack a few of everything. So yeah, there's some decent ones in there. I just gotta watch out I don't snag my net. Don't want a lot, don't want a lot, don't get stuck. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, got a good load, more than enough. Keep them out here. Yeah, that's good ones. Fortunately, it's going to be hard keeping those alive. Alright, we're over here at Kayak. Just going to be spotting out a couple of areas I know tarpon hang out. If I could spot them sitting around, then I'll come back and target them. But right now, I'm looking in these little aisleways to see if there's any hanging around. You can see these are those freeway entrances, so a lot of times they'll be hanging right out the edge there. Same because the current's flowing, they'll just sit faced into the current, waiting for food to come by. Oh, looks like mullet. Yeah, got mullet, that's a good sign. There's a lot of pilchards and mullets. Gotta be some fish around. Yeah, nice little finger mullets. And also these little bays in here are good. But if they're not here, then it's kind of a waste of time to put in the effort. Gotta watch out, sometimes they'll be out and about. But all these little cuts in here are little highways for them. They tend to sit right in these mouths. I am not seeing anything. Nothing. Just sit way back in those pockets, go all the way through. Throwing a pink subsurface walking the dog lure here. Oh, that was a tarpon. Whacked it. Alright, so they are tarpon here, so we're gonna put on, get these few chummers out there, get them interested. Alright, we're going to throw a livey out there first. Just have him floating out there. Then I'm going to do some chunks and draw some chunks back. Just make sure this doesn't get whacked right away. I might have spooked those tarpon that were here. So I'll just have this one out there swimming around a bit. I think a tarpon picked this up. Yep. Yay! Tarpon on! Just flicked it out there and... oh yeah! Nice jumper. Got super light drag on. Hey! It worked! Guy, but fine, perfect. Where are you going? Stay on this side. Oh, okay. Not ready yet. On that one, got lucky. It's coming towards me though, so. And that rod there's in my way. Oh. Nice. Target species acquired. Yeah, perfect size one too. Just don't want some big old bull shark to come by. Whack them. Ooh, something came up there. It's alright. Come on this side. And I will set you free, baby. Perfect hook set. Come on. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you got a little oof to you yet. Alright. Safer close to the kayak. Don't knock the camera over. Yeah, I know you don't want to be pinned here. Better get that hook out for you. Stop it. There you go. Alright. Get the hook out and you can go. Alrighty, worked out perfect. Got our nice little tarpon there. Whoa, kicked out. Alright, plan worked. So I think I'll probably pop a couple other ones here, maybe. That kind of spooks them off though, but we'll see. We are on again. Man, that was the skyest rocketing fish. I think cleared like 6 or 7 foot. Oh no. Don't get into this line. Under or over. him in a little faster. Yep. Come on up. Jump for us, baby. Let's see some action. Close-up action. Wow, he's pulling me in circles. Alright, keep pulling me, that's fine. No, 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 no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, jumping behind me. Oh, I think I'm wrapped. I'm gonna pull here. Somewhere. Not good. Not good. Oh. Hey, we still got them. Miracles. A little bit better sized one. I need to get you around this side. I can release you. Come on. There you go. There you go. That's what we want. No. Whoa. There we go. Like that. Oh. Stop. Ugh. There it goes. Oh no. Damn it. No, no, no. I got you. There we go. Alright. Nicer one. Coon number 2. Ready? Alright, there you go. Wow. Action Jackson. There it is. Oh. There he goes. Oh, there we go. Man, I didn't have my bell closed. Oh. Uh-oh, coming up. There he goes. Now, just going straight to the bottom. Come on up, baby. There he goes. There it is. There he goes. Oh, still not ready. Man, you're a fighter, aren't you? Where's that hook at? Can't grip ya. Nope. Go through the gills there. Oh, that was a weird hook set. That was rude. Alright, let's go over kind of what I'm doing out here. Earlier I cut through all those mangroves, all those kind of little bays that I generally see tarpon around. But one of the things, when I go through there and I don't see any tarpon around, they're not in those mangroves, then I go to this adjacent channel here. It's hard to see because the water's dirty, but there's a channel that runs and S's through here and right along that corridor there, and those are all the mangroves that I generally see the tarpon hanging out with. So as I cut through along those edges, and if I see the tarpon in there, then they're in there and that's where I'll target. If I don't see any tarpon in there, no activity, then I come out to this channel here. What I'm doing today is because I got the pilchards. I also do this with pinfish, but on the pinfish, I'll just slow drift a pinfish under a bobber and just drift it along the current, just like if I was fishing a river. Today what I'm doing is I'm just on the edge of the current side where it S's around. So even though I'm not anchored, I'm just using my pin pole. It's probably only 3 foot, maybe 4 foot deep right here. The water current drops off this edge where I'm at and then goes into the main channel. So that allows me to do is, once I got set up, I started chopping up these pilchards and glass minnows that I had, and just basically chopping them up and getting scent and chunks in the water. And that's just basically chunking is all it is. It's just getting some bait and scent out there. Then this I generally don't do, but I know it's also very effective, and a quicker way of doing it is I've got my chum bag out. This is another one of Jose's dump offs, but this is an old chum block that went through Hurricane Irma in his freezer and it defrosted, so it was undefrosted or defrosted for probably about a week or so until power came up, and then it refroze. They're still okay, but they don't work very well for like yellowtails out on the reef, so I don't like using that nasty kind of refrozen chum. So for this instance, it'll work out because it keeps all the bait fish all right along here. So the glass minnows are stacked up. I'm sure there's pinfish on the bottom. I'm seeing the needlefish busting around, okay? And all that activity just sucks up all those tarpon that are laying around and just hanging out in this current here, and then they set up behind me. Then I start throwing out live chummers, just getting out live pilchards and just throwing them out there, just 1 or 2, and then I'm seeing them getting busted on. And that's what I'm doing is then I've got a 7.5 foot Hurricane Jack, got my Penn 4000 conflict. This is 15-pound braid. I just switched over to some 30-pound mono, standard mono. Water's dirty, so I don't need fluorocarbon or anything. And then a 4/0 circle hook. And then I got it with a little loop knot, so it's just ultra flexible. These pilchards aren't very big, so I didn't need my 7/0 that I usually use, so these 4/0 work good as a midway hook. And then I'm just throwing it out, not very far, because all that bait is up close, sucking up the chum as it passes by. So I'm not throwing very far, so those pilchards that I'm chunking out aren't swimming very far away either. And so everything's just kind of just a little bit down current from me. Put a bait on, just flicking it out there and just letting it swim. Open up the bail, have my finger on the line so that they could take the bait and not feel anything. Circle hooks, all I do is just close that bail once that rod bows up, and then just give it a little bit of a tug. Don't even need to do that, and boom, fight on. Super light drag, as you see here, that drag just running. They're jumpers, they like to flick these hooks out, so you need to make sure that you have a lot of flexibility in the line when they jump, So this extra longer rod, it's got an ultralight tip, and then basically bowing, but that ultralight drag allows them to take as much line as they want. No rush. We're talking 10 to 15 pounders, 20 pounders, so it's not like they're pulling a ton of weight on them. And just take your time and play them out, bring them in, revive them, and let them go. So that's what I'm doing. Well, that's odd. Somebody's little Sun Dolphin just pushed up here in the mangroves. Still got all the fly rod and trolling motor and battery and more rods and stuff inside. Well, it's all rigged up like they just either abandoned ship or what, I don't know. It's not tied off, so it was just loose. I put the fly rod back in there so it wouldn't fall out, but I don't know. Looks like they had line wrapped around the trolling motor. Well, can't find anybody. I hope they made it or whatever happened, but I'm gonna go ahead and tow it back in and just leave it where I launched from. Maybe put an ad on Craigslist. Maybe give the Coast Guard a call, just let them know, because it's got VIN numbers. I think it's Virginia or something. But anyways, we're gonna tow it in. Well, that's the day. It's actually still quite early. Sun's still up. Couldn't tell with all the clouds, but it's only a little after 6. And then I'm still trying to figure out this whole sun setting at what time, 7 o'clock, 6:45 or whatnot. But anyways, this is a really nice day. I picked up a little wind there towards the end. I ended up towing that boat all the way in, and then I've got pictures of the registration and stuff. So I'll check Craigslist, maybe put a Craigslist ad, but then I might call the Virginia registration office and see if they can maybe contact the owner. It looks like there was a cleat was ripped off, so it looks like it was probably tied down, and then when the winds from the last couple days, it just got blown out. I just got it anchored up to the side there and then out of the way, so if somebody contacts me or if I can find the owner, then I'll tell them where it's at. But other than that, not a bad day. Got a good, would have killed on the snappers if I wanted to. Got that nurse shark and a bunch of tarpon, so can't beat that. Nice days. Unfortunately, I think the weather goes to poo again for the rest of October, so we're gonna have to do some scraping by to see if we can come up with some fishing. But anyways, that is the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye.